Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Void Stranger. The exit's here. There's 2 buttons. Presumably these guys need to stand on them? If they go too far, it's all over. And these guys are on triggered purple tiles, so presumably I need to, I can only pick up and put down a couple of tiles. Great. And by great, I mean not great. Huh. So, it occurs to me that I can do this. That looks good as a way to trigger both of them. But how would I push something onto there? Because I just pushed away my only use statue. I see something else I could have done at the start. This has my interest. The fact that I can do this makes me think it might be useful to do so. And just as an example of kind of why, is that I could potentially push a Lev statue as the trigger. But I think that would require me having... From the beginning... I mean, I guess I could also do this. I don't know that that's better. And from the beginning... Imagine I could push the statue, any statue, all the way to the left. Well, now could I I can trigger it myself. Wait a minute. What's going on here? Why is the solution... I can trigger it myself, but I fall. Right. So can't I just move another block? I can move 2 blocks. So why not just do this? And then also do this, and now I can trigger it safely. And I boxed in the exit. Okay, but I think I could avoid that. And otherwise... Oh... What? Right. It's once you see... Right. You're an octahedron. I was thinking line of sight, but no, it's pathfinding. Okay. So if I just do this first, does that solve everything? Because I don't think it really matters which of these tiles I take. That one seems innocuous. So, pathfinding. Only provide a path for 1 moment. Can I do that? No. So that's the other issue. So, after I move, you get a chance to move. After I move, you get a chance to move, but your moves are computed based on where I was, or you were already planning to go there, so you move twice. So that is the wrinkle in this puzzle. Once again, we're kind of really working with getting into some edge mechanics here. So, in that case, what's another way that I could make you pathfind? Okay, I have a question. And my question is... If I... Well, it doesn't change anything. Yeah, there's no way for me to trigger things by stepping from here off. So that doesn't work. Oh, I could have had them both move at the same time and put the exit here or something? Can I have the exit create the path? Yes, I can have the exit create the path at once. Yeah, okay. My brain, it's doing the thing. You know the thing. Where your brain things? Yeah, that's the one. This is the other tile I need to move. Okay. So, this needs to go here. Is the exit movable now? I might have made the exits ungettable. It's totally gettable. I don't know what you all were worried about. It's fine. This still might not be right. But let's not worry about that right at the moment. I also don't know if that's going to matter. It might matter. So here is... Oh! I'm moving too many tiles. Right. Okay, if the exit... Okay. So the idea that I have in my head is I'm going to trigger this and stand on the exit and have them both find a path. So the moment I stand on the exit or place the exit, they'll both move once, and then I'll go in before I have to step a second time and have them both kill themselves. Still not entirely there, but we're getting close. Okay, so that exit. If I want the exit to be the connector, how does that work? Not sure right now. Maybe I am sure right now. Maybe the way the exit is the connector. No, this doesn't work. And I'm already holding the exit. Darn. Okay, I think I maybe see it after another minute. So, suppose I do some packing. Can this be done? Yes. There. The exit is now the only tile that connects the top half and the bottom half. With that done, I can set up my trigger. But I need to trigger it and also... Imagine I had triggered it, and imagine I was holding the exit. And imagine I'm standing... Ooh, where would I be standing? Could I be standing here? I think I see... I could have pushed a statue. That's what's going to connect things. It's not the exit. It's pushing a statue that's going to connect the top half and the bottom half. So in any case, after doing this, I need to be standing somewhere and have a path created at once while I'm standing on the exit. And the way to create a path at once while I'm standing on the exit... Oh, come on, brain. You can do this. But I still have the problem of triggering it. In any case, the way to create a path would be to have a single statue in the middle blocking the path that connects where I am standing to the pathfinding of these guys. And then I push the statue out of the way, both of them make a move at once, and I'm either standing on the exit or next to the exit, and I can get to the exit. So the question becomes, How do I arrange the statues to make that happen? A single statue needs to be the connection point. Okay, that seems actually very doable, because why can't I do... something similar to what I was doing before? I pushed that one up top to the right too far. Oh, except for I kind of had to. Okay. But what if I still use the exit? Okay, so... I think this still might work. I want the exits... Well, there's this statue, too. This statue, if I could push to the right... I've got too many ideas in my head at once. So, this will kill me, and I am not standing on the tiles to give them path, but if I had been standing on a tile right now, they both would have moved one square. That's the gist of what I'm trying to do. Now we need to find the ugly details. Okay, I think I see another interesting shuffle. So what if I do... Oh, this is complicated. If I push you north, can I still do what I need to do? I'm not sure that I can, because I'm kind of trapped in here. I can't push you up right now. So yeah, with these three here, I either push this one away or I push this one up. That's what I was thinking about doing. That's not a good spot for that statue. Also, it's an idol. I mean, I guess a statue is a type of idol, but let's call it by the right name. What I would like is a statue, a Lev idol here, here, and here. And then set up the thing, and then I can casually walk over here while these things are open. They don't have a path to me. And then I push the Lev idol from here to here. They take one step, and I walk to the exit. So I don't move the exit in this situation. So the question is, can I get an idol here, here, and here? Basically rearrange these three. And I think I need to do that rearrangement before messing with this bit. And also I need to grab a white tile somewhere along the way too, just to make things a little bit more complicated. And so if I'm trying to get that arrangement, nobody can be pinned against the right-hand wall. Which is the reason that I decided to open with this move, which does enable me to get 2 of the 3 statues in the correct position, but now there isn't a way for me to escape. I think I see it though. Okay. Let's grab the white tile first, and then I can move the used statue some. So, here is a tile that I don't need anywhere else in the puzzle. It goes here. The reason that was important is because now I'm capable of pushing this to the left. And having pushed that to the left, this is my only opportunity to pick up this tile to the left of me. No, it's not. Now I can't push it back down. Yeah, I can. Yeah, this is actually fantastic, right? push you to the right, put you there. Okay, now I set up the statues the way I want them, which is impossible to do. Once again, I can get this one here, but I'm trapped on the wrong side. No, I'm not. Look at that. I'm completely not trapped on the wrong side. And furthermore... Alright, I have access to both sides of that. From here, I need one of you to end up down here. And there may be a lot of moves to do that, but I think it is still probably possible. However, it involves me finding those lot of moves. So suppose I push both of you one to the left. We might be going places. This enables me... Oh. I could put you here temporarily. I'm kind of just shuffling statues around. Doesn't feel great. One of you needs to go here. Then I can't get the other one here. In order to get a statue here, I can't push it from right to left, so I'd have to push it from down to up, but the same reasoning applies to the one below me, and there isn't space to push one above me and below me. So the shape that I'm trying to create out of these Lev statues is not quite right. Oh, but... come on, brain. Brain. I need you to be smart. This is an important moment. I feel like things are not solvable from the position that they're currently in, but I feel like I'm on the right track. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We're going to ignore the fact that that idol is currently in the wrong spot. We're going to trigger these. Oh, bottom guy is already going to find a path, though. No, the statue, the Lev idol, is blocking the path. And so now we're going to witness that he is on a pressure plate. And so if this statue had also been here, he would also be on a pressure plate. The exit would be open, and that's how I would win the game. I would go in there before they would die, because the player moves first. However, I did not successfully do that. Is there any other geometry that enables me to do the same thing? That is, have this push move. And there is, I think... Is there? No, it feels like it has to be here, here, and here. That's the only way I can be here, make a pushing move to the right, which opens up this square for pathfinding. And connects them all at once. So there's got to be a way that I can organize those three Lev statues that way. That feels too right to be wrong. And so, once again, the way to get started... I accidentally pushed a statue in the wrong spot. The way to get started is to grab a tile. I think without loss of generality, that one is fine. Put it here. Then I can push the statue over. Is there anywhere else I'd want to use this? I don't think there is anywhere else that I could use that. I think that's still the right place for that to be. Now, all I have to do is get the statue that's just to the right of me up one. No. The opposite. I need to... So yeah, getting the statue that's above me here to the right one. And getting this one up one. is what I'm trying to do. And that one up one is really simple, but the other guy right one is not. Can I rotate them? Can I do this and have him end up in that spot? And have you end up in some spot? Again, how would I ever get a statue here once this guy is already here? This is the crux of my problem. I don't have a solution. And if this were way over here, hold on. If that were all the way to the right, imagine this statue is actually here, 2 blocks to the right. They still don't have a path to me, and the path would still open. Yeah, okay, so this one could be 2 to the right. Okay, that's gonna make everything super simple then. Well, super simple might be a slight exaggeration, but I think close enough. Okay. Someone is allowed to go to the far right. It's not a problem. Who goes to the far right and when? First step, we do our preliminaries. Which is, we get all this set up. Great. Now the prelims are done. Someone could be here. Or even... They even don't have to be anywhere, right? Okay, but let's do this. This gives me room to think. I can still push both of these statues. So if I push you farther to the right, that was the key that I realized I had an insight that that would be acceptable. Yes, then everything's fine. Great, we did it, we solved it. Okay, so they don't both have a path to me. They still don't have a path to me. They still don't have a path to me. A path appears, they both step on, the exit is open, and I move forward. Hooray. Okay, you're taunting me with a jukebox, so I'm going to take advantage of it. Yeah, let's use the first section. Alright. Where's the exit? I don't see the exit. I found the exit. Okay. What? There's no Lev statue, which means I can do things. And I have a sword. I know that I'm not going to be able to hold down the pressure plates, but I'm just curious what it looks like to gain access to the exit. Okay, so that's how I'd gain access to the exit. Okay, and there are 3 octahedrons, and all 3 of them have to end up on pressure plates. Okay. So in order to not awaken the middle octahedron, it seems like I want to do that. This gives me access to push this guy off and pick up the exit. Now I want to put a pressure plate down here while there is nothing, while there is nothing right after it. And I still have 2 tiles to the left of me, so I can take one of these. And now to get you to move 1 square, if I place a tile and then pick up a tile, I'm not actually sure if that works or not. Yeah, of course it does, because you're trying to come towards me, but there isn't a path there anymore. Great. Then I probably am going to need access to this white tile that I left behind. So let's get it. Then I guess I can place that there. This seems good. Now you're there as well. And now I actually want to... no, this is fine. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Easy game is easy. All right. Oh, and this is the end of the section. Oh, boy. There's an ad statue covering whatever level number I'm on, by the way. And if it were to disappear, I would be able to see the number, but still... Oh, and the rock's going to tell me how to make it disappear, of course. It's going to say bang on the chest 11 times or something. You acquired a strange feeling. Your mind feels heavier. You don't know what to make of it. And now there's the ambience. This room had been silent, I believe, before then, and now there's this weird that you probably can't hear in the background because I don't have my sounds that loud, but I can hear it in my headphones. Knock that chest over there 6 times in a row. Remain still and wait for 6 seconds. The exit will reveal itself. Oh, don't ask how I know. So basically that has not changed at all. The exit, quote unquote, will reveal itself. The exit, of course, being changing my basement number, brain number, extra number, with my locust count number, which is what this extra number is, as far as I can tell. And now we're back here, and now we can finally talk to this rock. You wish to get rid of that lorn idol? It's quite simple. Hold the action button for a few seconds. Remember to watch out for lightning. Wait, what? Hold the action button for a few seconds. I'm in a text box talking to it. I am continuing to hold the action button. How long do we imagine they will ask me to do this? I'm going to guess... Well, 23 seconds was the longest that we ever had to wait for anything else before. And I have been counting, but I feel like that much time has probably already passed. It said hold the action button. But I talk to it now. What if I hold the action button in order to dismiss the dialogue as opposed to activating it? So let's try that. So I let go of the action button. I'm holding the action button again. This one feels more likely to do something. Hey, that did it. Interesting. And that's a actual new mechanic. So I am curious to go back and talk to all the rocks that we've previously met. But for the moment, this is the most obvious place to move forward. I don't think it would warp me out of here, like, just as an ending or something. Just in case it does, I'm gonna make a save point, so I'll be right back. A backup copy of my save files now exists in this state, where I have all 3 burdens. So, now, if I walk into the next room... Oops. It's very hard to hold the button as the dismissing. Like, I wanted to do it, but until I'm very actively thinking about putting my finger on the button and holding it, it's just not a natural action. I see the text box come up, and my finger is just like, tap the Z key, tap the Z key. But no, tapping is wrong. Okay, so now if the next room has a rock that says, haha, you lose, you should have talked to all the other rocks, then I've got my backup save state. There is indeed a rock. What does it say? Defeat the agents of the lords to open the path. Is there one of each? How would I defeat a shade? But only lonely ones know the correct order. Oh, so that one rock that said 2-6, there are 4 of them. And they're going to... And if you think you already know, think again. which is just telling me it's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's telling me it's the Lonely Locks from the EX section. And so what happens, this is E02, by the way. I think maybe, I can imagine the memory section being like 2 through 15. I think it was like, I don't know, 16 or 17 through 30 was the other one. I didn't pay attention. They might each be like 16 fours or something. I don't know. It's probably not exact numbers. It's probably whatever made good puzzles. Okay. What happens if I die here? I seem to be stuck. Is there a Sif statue that could send me back or something? Like, how would I get back? I have access to the HUD. Well, that's also just access to the octahedron. What happens if I pick this up? Fatal error. Elysium. Elysium. Like, heaven. Like, this is paradise. Like, was breached. I guess this is the first time I've been able to go into... Okay, let's get rid of this. Is there sound in any direction? Yes. It's somewhere to the upper left. So I'm going to see if the carcass exists here. It does. I just backed up a save file, and so this seems like the perfect time to see if this does anything different than what it usually does. A bell tolls for you. We accept its call. What happens if I say no? It just drops me out, okay. What happens if I say yes? Is it just going to give me the other ending? I'm fine with that. We need this information. And this will be an opportunity. Like, I haven't seen this ending since January. Oh, it's playing different music. There's a new ending. There's new lore. Holy crap. This is Silent Envy. A very moving track. Emotionally speaking. That's it. I give up. How uncharacteristic of you. It's using the back in time futuristic font, I believe, and text box. It might be different. I'm not entirely certain. I give up. How uncharacteristic of you. Who is speaking? They have beeps and boops, and I didn't immediately recognize them, I don't think. It's Lev and Ad. Or, sorry, Use and Ad. Ad still has short hair. This is... And, yeah, and Use's hair is not as long as in the scientist photo either, as far as I can tell. I haven't read the text box yet. I'm just looking at the art. Also, Use's eyes on the right are kind of blacked out, which could just be a shadow effect, but is also reminiscent of both. One, when you play as the bandit who hijacks the Princess Lily's carriage and fight Gray the Destroyer, Gray's eyes are similarly blacked out as Use's eyes are now. Also, if you buy the soundtrack, the extra art that's like the back panel of like the CD case would be if it were sold as a CD or whatever, has a picture of Ad wearing a mask that's vaguely similar to that as well. But it's also pixel art with only a few colors. And so it's hard to say if I'm reading too much into... am I reading too much into it? Brian would never read too much into Void Stranger anytime. I'm not counting the pixels and Use's ponytail. Don't worry about it. In any case, let's read this text box. Didn't you find my riddles childish to begin with? No! The riddles. No one is perfect without me. What am I? You see two figures, clad in white. They're talking about something. It was use and add? That was the memory? But use. All of the answers to the riddles. People argue about what the answers could be. I think 0 is the best fit to the full set of riddles. Which would imply that use was erasure, was the traitor who sinned, and then erasure still exists while Tail is still around, but I guess use isn't around, really? Am I reading all of this stuff correct? I'm spitballing off the top of my head, and I mean, this is what you get. I'll definitely think about it more over the coming days and weeks. As well as ping the community. Okay. Did you find my riddles childish to begin with? Just tell me the answer already. My sleep schedule's in shambles. No, it was Ad who was giving the riddles. I'm sorry, because this is the deeper beep and boop. And so this is use trying to find out the answer to the riddles. Okay. My sleep schedule's in shambles. Is that what you truly desire? That's... Well, I said it was Ad because it's a dark-haired scientist. And Ad, I think, was the only dark-haired female scientist. However, what you truly desire, I think, is something that Erasure speaks. 0. Void Judge. Those are his words from another quote that I don't remember if it's when he's speaking to Lily at the end of Lily's campaign. I'm sorry that I'm going so slowly. I imagine this is frustrating for some of you, but this is what you get with Lore God, who has become the lore man for Void Stranger. I'll definitely have a more refined take on this at some point in the future. Desire? We're always looking for answers. I have to pay more attention to the beeps and boops now, too. But let's say you were to meet God. You could ask them any question, and they would give you a definite answer. Would that satisfy you? Or would you rather reach your own conclusions? Erasure, Void Judge 0. Also, Nala, apparently, is the name of the lady we meet in the dev room, who, just before the final ed credits, transforms into Erasure by spinning around, and then becoming Judge Zero's sprite character. Nulla, by the way, I think is Finnish for null. Null was another word for 0. 0 is related to Erasure, mostly kind of Zero Ranger kind of stuff. Yeah, System Erasure is the developers who made this game. And Nala is also a stand-in for the developers. The developers, on the Discord, Ebro, who did the music for Void Stranger, and the programming for Zero Ranger, and the two of them, Ebo and Ebro, are the handles for the two Finnish guys or whatever who made the game, who are System Erasure. He was on the unofficial System Erasure Discord, and one of the things people on the Discord have been trying to do was make a wiki. And one of the moderators, contacted Ebro and said, like, we're working on the wiki. Do you, want any input or kind of like any say in the matter or whatever? And his response was something like, I could go look it up, but I'd rather just remember right now. Something to the effect of, my gut reaction is that we shouldn't have any part in that at all. We're here to ask questions, not answer them. And if there's a weird edit break there, it's because I'm crying now. It's not late in the day. The play session was just fine. This music has a way of hitting me, and also just this game. Yeah, the developers, like, the story asks difficult questions, like Gray's stories and Modern Lily's story. Like, there's a fair bit of kind of like tragedy in both of them that I really haven't like spoken to, and just like the relationship between the two of them is difficult, and yeah, I talked about it a lot as a work of art. And that's the point of art. It's to not answer a question. It's not to be something. It's to give someone an experience where they have their own interpretation and their own answer. I don't know why I'm crying. So congratulations, System Erasure, you've made a game that has broken me. In any case, let's watch whatever else might remain of this scene. Humph. You know how I feel about that kind of hogwash. So that's you speaking about God, I presume. But if this God were to exist, I would tell them to shove it and go to hell. Okay? That's the spirit. I'm also calling shenanigans on your riddles. How about I tell you the answer over a drink? It'll be my treat. This just might be your worst pickup attempt so far. So it's yes then? Don't push your luck, pretty boy. That's the low voice, but saying pretty boy? So if I swapped who's speaking again? Once again, and when I review all of this endlessly over the next few days, I'll have a better take. So yeah, I think that could be the scientists a year before the photo, maybe. Ed's hair would be too short, or like the... Oh! Or is it Lev? Was it Lev in use? Oh. I thought the hair was darker in the previous one. Or is... Yeah, I don't think that's the same hair we were just looking at the back of. Also, this is title screen music, and so I think that was an ending. And now I'm back to the title. That's my guess. Also, let's think for a moment. There are weird dots that are... I think there's just a 3 cycle of 3 different sets of dot pixels happening outside. Is it snow? Is it something else? There's black outside, which could be like the blackness of space, possibly. Lev is like dressed up for, you know, like date time at the bar or something. Assuming that's Lev. She's got a mouth. It's hard to tell. And if, you know, she's from scientist time, is she on the space station and we're seeing like star kind of stuff outside? Or is she like on Earth, like when you go back in time, like there's hints of like a warheads were raining down our facility or whatever. And so is this like ash fallout from something? 2 drinks. So Someone else is not pictured, but her drink seems to have something more in it, possibly. Might just be like an olive. Okay, if I hit the button, is it going to ask me to choose my language? Yes. Okay. Oh, boy. All right. Well, I'm going to leave this episode there. Yeah, there's obviously more still to find in EX. I need to decide how I want to handle that. But that's for future Brian to worry about. For now, present tense Brian will say, I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon with more of this amazing game. For now, bye-bye.